I remember we were waiting for him to get back to us, and we got scared, afraid, because anything could have happened to him. Time was passing by and it got dark outside, and he didn't come back. But then I heard that sound I'll never forget. I busted through the door, running outside without caring any more if something bad happened to me. Once I got to the bottom of the stairs, I saw him. He was laying down in front of the entrance in a bath of blood. Those bastards. They shot him for a can of food and a jacket. One shitty can of food. You know what we become as humans when you do anything to survive for just one more day. My mother and I had to carry him behind the building where we covered him with snow. There's no proper burials here anymore. That's a luxury that's been taken from us by nature. The days were passing by slowly, one by one, and on the streets people were still fighting for themselves, for anything they could take to survive one more day. We kept burning our furniture and some of our stuff, gathered by my father to keep us warm and safe. My mother was getting weaker by the day, because in all this time she was giving me almost half of her daily portion. But that awful day eventually came. We had to share the last piece of bread. I had to do something. I couldn't watch her suffer anymore. Things got quieter outside. No more shots or noises. For the first time, I removed a wooden plank and a small part of the carpet from the window to have a peek outside, to see how things were. It was night, and everything was covered by snow. The moonlight was lighting up the street. There was no sign of movement or any sound at all. The only thing I was hearing was my heart, and the wood burning in the fireplace. Was anyone else alive? Was this the end? And then I spotted the supermarket across the street. It was a small chance, but that was our only way to try to find something to eat. I kissed my mother and left her crying without knowing if we will see each other ever again. I had to be quiet and hide as much as possible to avoid encountering anyone, to put myself in danger. It was so quiet that even my footsteps seemed to be so damn noisy. I felt like the entire building could hear me. The moment I opened the door, I felt I was instantly freezing. Oh, I've never been this cold in my entire life. It was snowing beautifully and normally, like in any ordinary day during the winter. So I took the first step into the snow. It was hard, frozen snow. My foot didn't even sink into it. So I started walking across the street towards the supermarket, hoping no one will spot me. Our lives were depending on this. The windows were broken and it was so dark inside. I started searching through all the shelves, but nothing. It was empty, not even a small can of food. And just before leaving, I spotted in a corner of the store a dead dog. Probably died of starvation or froze to death. So I took it with me back home. I felt horrible, but it was our only chance of surviving for a few more days. No matter how hard it is, we, as humans, will do anything to survive, even for just one more day. Dog's meat helped us survive for another month. So we decided to start knocking at doors in our building, hoping someone would help us, give us something to eat. We'd been doing this for days. Nobody would answer. So one day, my mom and I broke the door next to us, hoping to find something. Our neighbor was inside. He froze to death on the floor. We don't know where his wife was, but we took their food, their flour, and their clothes. After that, we did a smart thing, cutting the daily portions to half. This way, by eating less food per day, we were able to survive longer. For a few months, nothing happened. We were more than sure we were the only survivors out there, until we heard a big, loud noise. I ran to the window to see what was going on, and then I saw it. It was a crashing plane. I was so shocked to see it. It crashed not too far away from us. I told my mother that I want to go find out who that person is, and if they survived. So I ran as fast as I could. When I got there, I saw the plane on fire, but no one inside or near it. Then I spotted some footsteps that were going towards some buildings. I was afraid who that person might be or if they would hurt me. When I approached the balcony of the building, I saw him. Inside, laying on the floor. He was